Welcome to the King Spiritual Talks podcast. I'm not going to announce the episode because I don't know what episode this is. So when it drops, it drops. How is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I am back with another episode, another beautiful day, another beautiful million. Now listen up. What if I told you that you chose to come here? Now you're probably asking yourself, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean I chose to come here? My parents got together and, I was born. That's what most people think like. But to the people that will get this message, there's so much more to you than meets the eye. There is a certain purpose you came to fulfill. Now, when you chose to come back, when you chose to come down to this plane, this realm that we are on, you came down and you forgot. And being in the family that you're in didn't help that either. But what if I told you you chose the family that you decided to be born in? Now, what I'm saying literally goes against everything that you've been taught growing up. See, and for the young people too that are still in school, like middle school, high school, the real world is not what you think, right? I don't know what you got in your mind. I don't know if you're picturing, things are going to be smooth sailing. It's not, right? And the reason why it's not is because you're supposed to feel, all these emotions: sadness, grief, anger, jealousy, hate. You're supposed to feel these emotions, and they are there to teach you. Now, some people, probably only had a mother, didn't have a father figure in their life. Only had a father, but didn't have a father figure in their life. Or had both parents, but neither of them were mother figure or father figure. Right? And depending on which umbrella you fall under, it made you feel a type of way growing up. There was always something missing. And for you to question what I just said, the balance is gone immediately when you don't have both parents. And balance is very necessary when you go out into the real world. Balance is very necessary pertaining to escaping the matrix. There's no one on this planet that can walk in my shoes and go through the things that I've went through and survived. And I can say the same for every single individual here. Y'all went through what you went through for a reason. You chose it. Because if it wasn't for that pain you felt 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4, a year, a month, during your childhood, if it wasn't for that pain, you wouldn't be the person who you are today. You wouldn't know how to relate. You wouldn't know how to evolve. And that buildup of, that thing that's missing, right? When you're young, you don't really know how to process it. But as you get older, as you get into your teenage years, you start realizing it. You start seeing it. You start noticing it. You start embodying it. Embodying it. And there's going to be points, in life where you're completely defeated. There's going to be points in life where you think all hope is lost. There's going to be lots of ups. There's going to be lots of wins. The harvest time is a season. And everyone has their own season. But to the people that don't understand this, to the souls that don't understand this, ups and downs are a part of life. I remember this person that told me a long time ago. Don't remember your name, but I remember what you said. You said the reason why we feel so down and the reason why we feel defeated, that all hope is lost, is because we're getting ready to jump so high. And as I'm talking to you right now, as you were saying that, I had this image in my head of, at that point in my life, I was down, and the image in my head was, I was picturing myself in that down state. And I was thinking, like, where is this jump going to come from? Right? But you will never expect it. I'm here to say you will never expect, you will never see it coming. It's going to hit you so fast. You're going to jump so fast. It's a little scary at first. But no matter how bad it gets, I don't care how bad it is. I know you've been through some shit. I know you're probably going through some shit right now. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, it will always get better. And if you're wise, you should write that down. Now that you know that ups and downs are a part of life, the way you react to it will be different. The things you learn will be different. Now back to what I said at the beginning. You chose all of this. This is why everyone is different. This is why everyone got a special gift. This is why everyone has a purpose. Is because you chose to go through the things that you are going through to literally trigger your true self. Your true self. You were put in that situation so you can think bigger for yourself. You were put in that situation so you could stop feeling that certain type of emotion towards it. You were put in that situation so you could evolve. So you could evolve. This is how powerful you are. You so powerful. You created the family you were in. You went through the things that you went through with your siblings, your relatives, and you went through all of that just so you can evolve. Now, hear me out. It gets so deep that some people never evolve from that shit. Most people never evolve from it. Right? They come here and they get swallowed by the matrix. So the next time you're going through something and you even think about complaining or the worst case scenario, or literally to the point where you start talking to yourself, start fighting with yourself, realize that situation is teaching you something. And you have to be still enough. Can't let your emotions get out of hand. Gotta center yourself. You gotta take the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance. Let go of control and go with the flow. Keep allowing the divine to flow through you. Keep allowing your creative energy to spark. Keep going. Don't give up. No matter how many times you fall, you keep getting back up. Whatever it is. Because no matter what you're going through, no matter how you're feeling, it's only temporary. It's temporary. It's going to pass. Give it quote unquote time. If you're watching, if you made it to this episode, you should already know that time does not exist. Use that to your advantage. There's so many beautiful souls out there. There's a lot of great people out there, that's just waiting to, that's being held back. You feel what I'm saying? You have the power. You have the power to get it done no matter what. That's just the message I wanted to get across today. This has been a very beautiful episode. I want to thank every single one of y'all for tuning in to the frequency. Stay vibrational, guys. And like always, we are up. Stay tuned.